Good morning from Europe, from Paris to be exact. I'm Yann Lecam, Chief Executive of EUORDES, Rare Disease Europe, and I'm extremely pleased to be invited and be able to participate through this video to your important conference today. Thank you for enabling me to address the highest national authorities and prestigious researchers, academic and civil society leaders. People living with rare diseases remain marginalized and vulnerable. They are often discriminated and largely still invisible in the population. This is a human rights issue, first of all. Everybody should have a right to live their own life to their optimal capacities in terms of health and social capabilities. Addressing each rare diseases for a continent like India is extremely difficult. There is 6,000 rare diseases. But what we've learned is that by bringing them together, the 6,000 rare diseases, we can identify the common issues and develop common policies which address a big part of the issues of the people living with rare diseases, but also enable to be much more efficient in terms of research, healthcare organization and social support. And this is what India can do today. It has worked in the European Union, in the United States, in Canada, in Australia, in Japan, in Taiwan province of China, and in New Zealand and other parts of the world. It's developing fast in Central Latin America and across China and Indonesia, Malaysia. India needs to be part of this global movement. Developing national strategies on rare disease and orphan products has proved to be very cost-effective and very efficient in terms of improving the situation of people with rare diseases. So India can develop such a strategy. You need a definition on rare diseases and try to keep the same as in the rest of the world. And also India can now join the global movement because India has a lot to bring with your strong position to seize new opportunities in terms of exponential advances in information technology and translational research. This potential, you can specifically bring it within the International Consortium for Research on Rare Diseases, which brings together the different member states around the world, and we would like to have India into it. I used to be the chair of the Therapeutic Scientific Committee. I can assure you that India can play a fantastic role in this organization. Also reinforcing the link with the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration in the US, and the EMA, the European Medicine Agency in Europe. Have the privilege to be a board member of the European Medicine Agency. You're already collaborating together as institutions. You can specifically collaborate on orphan products and rare disease treatments, which last year represented in Europe 40% of the new drugs approved, and most, in fact, of the innovative products, the new compounds or new mechanism of actions. Having a suitable regulatory framework for India at large in order to incentivize the development of rare disease therapies will be very much welcome by people in India, but also will benefit the world. At the core of all these changes in every country, the civil society, particularly the patients' organizations, so bringing together the healthcare professionals and patients. For India, this is the IORD, the Indian Organization for Rare Diseases, thanks to the leadership of Ramaiah Mutiala, which I salute here in this conference. And together with the Indian Organization for Rare Disease, with the Chinese, with the Russian, with the American, the Canadians, the Australian, and EUORDES, we've created Rare Disease International. So to bring people with rare diseases from all over the world, the different nations, and all rare diseases in order to speak with one strong voice on behalf of 350 million people. This Rare Disease International organization is now successful and moving on to promote rare diseases on the UN agenda of the Sustainable Development Goals 2030. This is how we can have a bottom-up approach on rare diseases. We fit into the Sustainable Development Goals of health, but also on equality, on gender, on knowledge, and public-private partnership, for instance. India can be part of it. We would wish to have India supporting our efforts at the UN level, at the ECOSOC, in order to move toward a UN resolution on rare diseases, but also to work with us on the Human Rights Convention in Geneva, and also on the World Health Organization, in order to put rare diseases progressively on the agenda over the next 5 and 15 years. We hope we can count on your support. Be sure that you can count on ours, and I wish you a very successful Rare Disease Day. Thank you.